A real-life drama more heart-wrenching than the best soap operas is unfolding in Chinese entertainment. Can a dead love be rekindled? This is the question haunting the relationship between Xui Kai and Tan Songyun, a pair of former lovers whose story is now coming back to the surface in an unexpected way. Songyun's mother's harsh rejection of Xui Kai as a potential son-in-law has reopened old wounds that were previously well hidden from the public eye. Have you ever felt what it's like to be rejected by the family of a loved one? That's exactly what talented actor Xui Kai is now experiencing, who was recently discovered to have tried to get back into the life of his ex-girlfriend, Tan Songyun. However, who would have thought that the biggest barrier was not Songyun herself, but her mother, who still holds a deep grudge for Xui Kai's past treatment? This story is not just another celebrity gossip, but a true portrait of how past decisions can haunt one's future. Silent cries behind closed doors, nearly empty bottles of tranquilizers, and endless dark days. That's what Tan Songyun faced after Xui Kai abruptly ended their relationship without a clear explanation a few years ago. Newly revealed exclusive information indicates that the breakup drove Songyun into an abyss of depression so deep that it worried his entire family. Could this be the main reason why the mother adamantly refuses to let Xui Kai back into her daughter's life? This investigative report will take you through a real-life drama of emotion, betrayal, regret, and the possibility of reconciliation that still hangs in the balance. The beginning of a love story that ended tragically. Xui Kai and Tan Songyun's relationship began like a modern fairy tale. The two first met in 2018 in a drama project called Eternal Love, where they played lovers who had to face various obstacles. Ironically, the chemistry that was so strong on screen carried over to real life, making them one of the most fan-loved couples in the entertainment industry. They are like two puzzles that complement each other, said a production crew member who worked closely with the two during the shooting of the series. Xui Kai is always attentive to Songyun's needs, while Songyun is able to calm down the temperamental Xui Kai with her gentle ways. For almost 2 years, their relationship was like a dream. Intimate photos of the two were often caught by the paparazzi, although both tried to keep their relationship a secret from the public. They were seen attending important events separately, but always found a way to meet up afterward. The two were even rumored to have talked about a future together. However, like a storm that came without warning, in the summer of 2020, Xui Kai abruptly ended their relationship. To make the situation even more painful, he did so only through a text message after disappearing for a few days without any news. A source close to Tan Songyun revealed to the media that the actress was completely shaken. She wasn't even given a chance to talk or get an explanation, just a message saying, "Sorry, I can't continue this relationship," and then Xui Kai just disappeared from her life. Deep depression hidden from the public. No one knew that behind the professional smile Tan Songyun displayed at various public events following the breakup, he was actually facing one of the darkest periods of his life. According to several people close to her, Songyun went into a deep depression that even led her to almost miss out on some important projects. She lost a lot of weight in a matter of weeks, said an assistant who worked with her during that period and asked not to be named. There were days where she couldn't get out of bed and just cried all day. We were all worried she might do something harmful to herself. Another shocking admission came from Songyun's close friend, who revealed that the actress had to undergo intensive therapy and even take medication to cope with her depression symptoms. She struggled to remain professional in front of the camera, but once filming was over, she was like a puppet that lost its life, she added. Tan Songyun's mother, Mrs. Lin Wei, who is known for rarely speaking to the media, was forced to move into her daughter's apartment for several months to ensure Songyun was not alone in her difficult time. As a mother, there is nothing more painful than seeing your child broken and not being able to do anything to relieve the pain, Mrs. Lin said in a rare interview with Celebrity Life magazine last year. What brought this story back to the surface was Xui Kai's attempt to get back into Tan Songyun's life almost 3 years after their breakup. According to a reliable source, Xui Kai has tried to contact Songyun repeatedly since early this year, claiming to have changed and realized his big mistake. He even came to the Tan family home with flowers and gifts, said a neighbor of the Tan family who witnessed the incident. But surprisingly, it wasn't Songyun who met her, but her mother who immediately asked her to leave. The dramatic confrontation between Xui Kai and Tan's mother Songyun took place in the front yard of the Tan family home one afternoon in March. Several eyewitnesses reported that Mrs. Lin flatly refused Xui Kai's presence and was even heard saying, "You've already ruined his life once. I won't let you do it again." This strong refusal was not without reason. A source close to the Tan family revealed that Mrs. Lin is still deeply traumatized by what happened to her daughter after her breakup with Xui Kai. As a mother, she witnessed firsthand how Songyun almost lost everything: her career, her health, even her will to live. It's no surprise that she is now the strongest bulwark of protection for her daughter. Xui Kai's uproarious confession. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment Weekly magazine published last week, Xui Kai spoke openly for the first time about his relationship with Tan Songyun and his deep regret. "It was the biggest mistake of my life," he revealed with teary eyes. "I was young and stupid. I was afraid of commitment and the pressure from the entertainment industry that required us to keep our relationship a secret. Instead of facing it maturely, I chose the path of cowardice." Xui Kai also revealed that he himself had a difficult time after breaking up with Songyun. "I thought I would be fine, but then I realized how much I missed her presence in my life. Every achievement felt empty without him sharing my happiness with me." Xui Kai's honest confession received mixed reactions from the public. Some supported him to continue trying to correct his mistakes, while others thought his confession was just a strategy to gain public sympathy. "Too late already," commented a netizen with the username at Stargazer22. "He's already wasted his chance and now has to face the consequences." Tan Songyun's questionable silent reaction. Amidst the storm of gossip and speculation surrounding their story, Tan Songyun chose to remain silent. There was no official statement from her regarding Xui Kai's attempt to return or her mother's rejection. However, entertainment industry observers have noted some changes in Songyun's behavior lately. "She started posting more personalized content on her social media," said Liu Mei, a celebrity social media analyst. "There are poems about old wounds and healing. Although they don't explicitly mention Xui Kai, the timing is very suspicious." In one of her most recent posts on the Weibo platform, Songyun shared a quote that read, "Sometimes letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It takes more strength to let go than to hold on." Many fans suspected this was an indirect response to Xui Kai's attempt to come back into her life. A close friend of Songyun's, who requested to remain anonymous, revealed that although the actress has managed to recover from her depression, the wounds Xui Kai left behind are still lingering. She has moved on, rebuilt her career, and even started to open up to the possibility of a new relationship. Xui Kai's sudden presence only reopened old wounds that were already half-healed. Tan Songyun's mother. Protector or barrier? The figure of Mrs. Lin Wei now takes center stage in this real-life drama. As a mother who has watched her daughter struggle with depression, her protective attitude towards Songyun is considered natural by many. However, is her rejection of Xui Kai really for Songyun's own good, or is it just getting in the way of a second chance that she might deserve? A mother always has a strong intuition about what is best for her child, comments Dr. Zhang Lihua, a psychologist who often treats cases of post-breakup depression. In a case like this, the mother might see something in Xui Kai that makes her believe that the man hasn't really changed or isn't worthy of her daughter.